Escape the dungeon!
Hello, everybody. This is Escape the Dungeon, the podcast where we ask you to join us as we explore the world beyond the world's oldest role-playing game. My name is Mike Cripps, and I will be your host and game master, and I am joined by three quote-unquote stellar players. Zach Brass.
Hello.
Dom Brass.
Wow,
and Nate
the
Brass.
Good evening, Internet. I am Nate.
Each season, we will be playing a different tabletop role-playing game. This season, we are playing Scum and Villainy, a Forged in the Dark game published by Evil Hat Productions. And you guys, I am grumpy today.
I noticed.
Hey,
I can feel it in the air.
I'm feeling mad.
Ooh, how mad?
Darn tootin'.
Oh dear God.
Darn
tootin'
tootin'.
mad.
We're at Western levels, huh? That's pretty serious.
This is not good, guys. This is not good.
I'm mad because I'm on a stupid diet right now.
Oh!
Now it all makes sense.
It's the Mediterranean diet. It's to help try and lower my cholesterol and blah, 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 blah. Basically, I've been eating so much GD kale over like the past couple weeks, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of kale. Man. I'm mad.
I get it. You gotta talk to the guy who cooked at the wedding we were just at, because you know what? I don't like kale, but the kale at the dinner was so good.
It was probably so good I'm not supposed to eat it.
Yeah, they probably fried in butter, except they didn't do that because there was a bunch of vegans at this wedding.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
They made sure the food was like pretty acceptable.
Vegan heavy wedding.
And it was surprisingly good. In fact, I gotta get you this recipe. I have to try it and make sure it's good first. But they had these buffalo Brussels sprouts with vegan ranch dressing that were literally sorcery. I don't believe them. I don't like Brussels sprouts. These tasted like chicken.
It was amazing.
And they told me, I talked to the chef, and he wouldn't reveal any of his secrets, the bastard, but he insisted that it was really healthy. And I mean, why would you put vegan Brussels sprout buffalo chicken dollops with vegan dressing if it wasn't at least sort of healthy, you know? Like, what's the point? I mean, for fuck's sake. So
what's the point?
I do believe him when he said they were pretty healthy. And so I did some research and I found a recipe that looked pretty convincing. So I have yet to try it. But maybe this weekend. I don't know. We'll see. And I'll have to let you know, because goddamn, this was just sorcery.
It must be, because God, I can't imagine there's any earthly mundane way to make some of these foods I'm eating worth eating if you're not like trying to be super healthy. Do you think there's anyone in the world, anyone in this great, big, beautiful world that we call home, the blue marble, whose favorite food is kale? Because
yes.
I don't think that person exists.
That person absolutely exists, and they're absolutely just doing it to be just super like, oh, I'm so hipster, I'm so kale. Kale is my favorite food, actually. It's like, no,
yeah, they're
it's
lying
no
to
one's
themselves
favorite.
in a way.
Oh yeah, they are lying.
They're like,
but
yeah,
they are devoted to the lifestyle of being a heathen.
Exactly. No, look, yeah, they probably quite like kale, and they found a bunch of ways to make it pretty decent. So they're like, you know what? This is fine. I'm the kale guy now.
Yeah, right? That's the thing. It's their whole personality.
Yeah, you know how it is. Some people don't know how to just be people, so they just grasp onto something and are like, yes, this is me now. Yeah. This is my personality.
I mean, we all grasp onto a lot of stuff. I don't like to overshare.
I agree.
Kale got okay, sorry.
A side of kale, a kale salad. It's fine. It's fine. I will order that on my own sometimes. If I'm at a restaurant and I see that, ooh, a kale salad. But if it's every single day, like I'm sick of it.
I'm going to be honest, Mike. I don't believe that you've ever looked at the menu and thought, ooh, a kale salad. I think you've ordered a kale salad, but I don't think you've ever had that excitement in your thought
That's
process.
True. Yeah, that's true.
You're like, definitely. It was probably more of like, I should get something green with this.
Yeah, it was definitely a kale salad. I probably should.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had some very good salads over the past couple weeks that on their own, would have been a highlight. But back to back, like I feel like a cow. I feel like a moose.
Look,
like I'm
you've
grazing
got to learn
the lands.
The magical ways of you got to learn all the best ways to cook chicken.
Mike, your grumpy guy voice is my favorite thing.
I'm grumpy. I'm so grumpy that my levels are peaking.
Oh no, my levels just peaked too.
I'm gonna try and tone my grumpiness down just a notch as I move into reading my old-timey space invoice voiceover guy. Ah! Welcome to the Procyon sector. Our heroes, Crash, Cypher, and Gorpheus, are trying to rest and relax, but it seems outside forces might not be so keen on letting them enjoy their downtime. Gorpheus followed a feeling in the way through the back streets of Nightfall and met a mysterious, mystical noblewoman who invited him to meet her on the sandy planet Shemaya. Meanwhile, Cypher was accosted by rival hunter Razor, who clearly means business. Will our favorite hunters be able to survive their downtime unscathed, or will they be forced to flee aboard the trusty Phoenix 13? So how about we move forward? It's my turn to make you guys a little grumpy because your downtime has been interrupted. Not saying it's canceled, but it's interrupted. Well, at least for one of you. And we're not going to start with that one.
Nice.
I want to start with Crash. Crash, who is burning some stress. You are in a combination sauna jacuzzi, sitting in some bubbling green ooze as steam fills up this spa room. And a very fancy butler is bringing you all the drinks and hors d'oeuvres you could want.
Another, sir, I say, not even looking, because obviously I have blue cucumbers over my eyes.
This butler, who is a Xeno, who is a classic, sci-fi Xeno, in that he's basically human, but his skin is purple with orange splotches, and he's got one kind of bulbous antenna coming out of the top of his head. He goes, of course, sir. And he brings you another very fancy cocktail. You have been at this for so long, I think you've maybe lost track of time as you've just been luxuriating here on Nightfall. And with those cucumbers over your eyes, you don't see, but you hear the sliding doors, the sliding automated doors in the sauna cha-chunk open.
Ah, you're back. I've got a new idea. How about this? I'm going to tip you, and you're going to make sure that as soon as my drink gets to the halfway point, just around here, I say, gesturing somewhere on my glass, because I'm obviously not even looking, that you just fill it up again. How's that? That way I don't have to wait around with, an empty glass, I say. With my glass facing down, even though he just got me a drink a few minutes ago.
Gorpheus, how do you respond to that as Crash says that to you when you walk into the sauna to meet up with him?
Captain.
Gorpheus!
What are you drinking?
Honestly, I don't even know. I just asked for the tastiest space mix they got.
Okay. I'm a little concerned. If I say that, they might assume I think something different than what you, given our very, very different biologies.
Yes. Honestly, good call. Good call. That's why you're second in charge.
Oh, wait, I'm second in command?
Well, obviously.
What?
I just kind of...
What, do you think I was gonna have a Cypher second in command? Oh, that hard?
This is robot racism.
No. Nothing to do with him being a robot. He's just an absolute crazy maniac. I mean...
Oh, yeah. No, he's, fully crazy.
Don't get me wrong. Absolutely.
Appreciate your, you got a head on your shoulders. But, I just kind of assumed you guys are very buddy-buddy, eh? You guys are always on the same page.
Oh, he's a brother to me, of course. I absolutely love the man. But, obviously, a man has to draw a line somewhere, and when it comes to being responsible, well, I'm definitely not trusting the Phoenix 13's crew's fate in the hands of, him, if push comes to shove.
I feel betrayed.
Yeah, except with, driving the ship that we all... ride it all the time.
The greatest pilot in the galaxy. Trademarked.
No, you're right. And it is the 13th ship, so that's another thing to think about.
Thanks for adding the trademark, Zach.
I guess I'll go get more drinks.
Yeah, so in a short time that butler returns with another drink and says, "Oh, I see you have a guest, sir. What shall I fetch for you?" As he turns to your attention, Gorpheus.
Oh, just, your finest liqueur.
Yes, of course, sir. How do you feel about dragon fruit?
Dragon fruit? Honestly, mixed feelings. It's not my favorite. I really wanted to like it, because it's dragon fruit. That sounds fun. But
it's fine. It's got a solid flavor, but it's a little bit, I don't know.
I don't know, it just doesn't do it for me. I've really been trying dragon fruit lately, and I had this I was at this wedding, I had this dragon fruit smoothie. it was just very meh.
No, I understand. I was at a coffee shop the other day, and they had these dragon fruit, kind of coffee beverages. I don't like to call them coffee because, well, everyone knows a real coffee's black.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's a real coffee.
But of course, sir.
I like the cut of this guy's chin.
Yeah, he's not too bad. Why don't you get yourself one?
I will be sure to fetch you beverages more towards your tastes. I will be back post-haste, but before I depart, sir, and he turns back to you, Captain Crash, a message was delivered for you. I was instructed to hand it to you directly.
Oh, well, I know I am a popular guy.
He hands you a small digital notepad kind of thing.
And take a look at it.
As the butler departs to fetch you drinks, you activate basically the little iPad that you've just been handed. It is just a green, classic hacker movie green text on a black screen. It just says, "If you want to see the greatest pilot in the galaxy not in pieces, then I suggest you come to this address in 3 hours."
See, and this is why I put you as second in command, I say, tossing the iPad over towards Scorpius.
Oh no! This is, This isn't good.
More trouble. It's all right. We'll get him out of it. I'm sure.
I guess, Captain, should we, shit.
Well, hang on a second. Let's wait for our drinks, and then we'll go and get him.
I'm so stressed out right now. You have no idea. Like, mechanically, I am so stressed out right now.
Well, then it's a good thing we're getting you a drink, isn't it?
I guess so.
Well, anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna slowly slink on out of my slime pod. I assume there's like a shower in the room so that you can wash the slime off.
It's not a shower, but it's like a big vacuum tube.
Oh, cool.
It just sucks the slime off of you.
So that sounds great. Honestly, Crash loves it. He thinks it's actually really great. Enjoys it. He has absolutely no modesty doing this in front of Gorpheus, gets out completely naked, just struts on up to the vacuum thing and, lets it suck the slime right off of him. Makes, of course, sure to give extra attention to his hair before he, gets stressed. And I imagine he's, tying his boots as the drinks arrive.
Yes, more drinks are delivered by the butler to you.
Just in time.
And so the address that was on the note belongs to a very fancy hotel. I mean, even Crash would have to admit, looking at it, is beyond the Phoenix 13's current budget.
Oh, no. I don't know if they're going to let us into this place.
Not the kind of place you guys would be able to get a room at right now.
Are we supposed to get a room?
I think that they might just turn us away at the door, if I'm going to be honest, looking at the way Gorpheus is dressed.
Yeah. No, just like looking at the two of us, I'm like, you know what? Honestly, you're totally pampered right now. There's no way we're getting in there. I know you, and I know me, and I know what we look like. I mean, we're not Bobby O, but like, come on.
Yeah, exactly.
R.I.P. Bobby O.
I feel really bad about killing him.
Well, look. We'll have one for the fallen homies later.
Hey, I appreciate that.
But now, let's make sure that it's not two for the fallen homies, with Cypher being the second homie.
Yeah, no, that would be a very important homie to lose. That would send me down a spiral, okay? I don't think I could deal.
All right, well, we should probably be on our way then.
Yeah, we want to go save Cypher, right?
Well, hang on a second. Let me finish my drink.
Oh, sorry, he has more dialogue to add.
So do you guys obviously Crash is, dressed to the nines right now after the spa treatment. Does Gorpheus gussy up a little bit to head to this fancy hotel?
Dressed to the nines involved me wearing my red leather jacket, by the way.
Oh, for sure, right? I don't know. What does Gorpheus think he's fancy? I don't know if he goes full top hat, but he's probably just wearing a tie.
I would like to see him wearing a top hat.
Okay, he'll wear a top hat, and he's going to have a tie, but he tied it incorrectly, because he's not sure. And he's trying to fit into a suit, but he's got 3 arms. It's not a 3-arm suit. It's really kind of fucking up the look.
Looking snazzy, my man.
Thanks, Captain. I was really going for the suave James Bond look.
Well, let me help you out a little bit.
And so we cut to the hotel as you guys arrive, walk to the very fancy concierge at the hotel. He's like, "Oh, hi, how can I help you?" And clearly like glancing over in an "you don't belong here" look, but still a smile on his face. And you show him the note, and he says, "Oh, you must be Crash and Gorpheus. Yes, we've been told to anticipate you. If you just head down this hallway, you'll see an elevator. You're going to take that up to the 532nd floor."
They've been told to anticipate us. Look at us. Honored guests, you might add.
Honestly, I don't feel great about this, Captain.
Don't worry.
You head to the elevator. You go on up, boop boop, 532, It's like this elevator is like massive. It goes super high up into the air. This building for this hotel is sort of like a space needle. And so you rocket up the space needle until it stops at a dime on floor 532, and the elevator doors open, and you see in front of you is a dimly lit boardroom. There is a very long, comically long table that stretches across the length of the room. You see a number of people sitting around this table. On the side closest to you, you see Razor, the hunter from Akiti that you guys interfered with.
Oh, hey, it's Razor.
Hey, Razor!
Oh, what's going on, man? How's the hunt going?
You see handcuffed to him your friend, Cypher.
Hey, Captain! It's good to see you guys! Razor's back! I think he has a mission for us!
Huge relief to see that it's just Razor with you. I was really worried it was somebody dangerous.
No, he's a little angry, it seems, but he's a very chill guy. It just was really important business, it seems. He wanted to speak with us immediately.
Oh, I'm sorry. We didn't interfere with your business. So we figured, you're such a good hunter. Any Grand Fariniki, you'd be able to find like a day or something, right? So it was just, we're bad at this, so we figured we'd just take yours.
Will you all just shut up? You're so irritating.
By the way, Razor, it seems I am out of oil to drink. I was wondering if you could give me a refill.
Oh, well, if you're getting drinks, I could use something fruity. As long as it's not pineapple flavor. Pineapple doesn't do too well for my stomach.
Oh, I love pineapple. But honestly, not really fucking with dragon fruit. So
Really? I always thought you would like dragon fruit.
I always did as well, but I don't know, man. It's not my vibe.
It's got a really cool name, but it's just fine.
You guys are crazy. It's delicious.
Sitting at the far end of the table are more people
Oh,
who have just been watching this. And
Of
you
course.
see that there are 3 humans that are wearing very, very nice suits. But they're also all wearing like very simple cloth blindfolds across their faces. And behind them is like a 9-foot tall figure that is just standing in the back of the room that is completely covered in these very ornate, colorful robes. As the 3 of you are bickering, Razor is bickering with you, this figure, this 9-foot tall figure that you've like barely paid attention to, sort of undulates in this really strange, arrhythmic way. The robes that it's wearing kind of like wriggle about very strangely. And all 3 of the people that are sitting, all 3 of the humans that are sitting, speak in unison. I think that is enough for now. Razor hushes up.
Oh, sorry. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name's Crash Jordan. I'm the leader of the infamous Phoenix 13 crew.
Yes, we are aware of who you are, Crash Gordon.
Jordan.
My notes here say Gordon. It is irrelevant. We are also aware who you are, Gorpheus, and who you are, Cypher.
Of course you know who I am. I am the greatest pilot in the galaxy. Trademarked.
Now that all 4 of the hunters have been gathered, I believe we can begin this meeting, finally.
Who's the 4th hunter?
Razor glares at you.
Oh!
Oh, I'm sorry, Razor. I forgot.
If you would all have a seat, it has been long enough. Razor, I believe there is no longer any necessary bondage in this situation. Please free Cypher so the meeting can commence. Razor begrudgingly unlocks the mag cuffs. Cypher, you are free once more. The 9-foot-tall undulating figure kind of stills itself, and the three people speaking in unison begin to speak with a calmer tone to their voice.
We have gathered you here today for a potential opportunity. I represent the Sahir. You may call me Y13 Medi, and I have been tasked with speaking with the four of you. Razor, who has done good work for us in the past, and the three of you of the Phoenix 13 who have interfered in this work. Our matriarch is not pleased with how you interfered with capturing our Grand Faraniki.
It was not captured yet, it was our Grand Faraniki.
Yeah, it's not really, you can't exactly claim it while it's still out there, and, I mean, at the end of the day, of course,
your opinions on this matter are irrelevant.
Well, it seems like you don't want to say yes to this job.
The only thing that matters is the feelings of the matriarch. And she feels displeased with the three of you, but not unimpressed.
Well, we are fairly impressive.
That is why I am here to speak to you all. You may or may not know that the Sahir are innovators in communications technologies. We have created and brought forward to the hegemony the Ansible network, which is used to communicate not just within a system, but even across systems when the gates are opened. We believe, our matriarch believes, that there is no greater asset to sentient life than communications technology. We are always seeking to further our understanding and capabilities when it comes to communications. We have recently heard of a potential advancement in extra-dimensional communications that have caught the matriarch's attention and curiosity. She would very much like for the Sahir Embassy to acquire this advancement. The complication comes in that the advancement was made by an engineer known as Paul Venker, who belongs to a strange group of scientists who call themselves the Ghosts. They call themselves this because, well, they all exist in a permanent, semi-phased state with another dimension. We believe that it is this state that they are in that led Paul Venker to his discovery. We reached out to Paul Venker to try and purchase his information, his new advancement in extra-dimensional communication, and he rebuffed us.
What do you plan to do with this new communication technology?
The three blindfolded figures turn to look at you, even though they obviously can't see you.
That is not necessary information for you to have. We just believe that it will advance our aims of furthering our and therefore the hegemony's communications capabilities. When Paul Venker rebuffed our offer, he went dark. His location is currently unknown to us. This is displeasing. We would like one of the hunters in this room to bring Paul Venker to us, alive, or much as he can currently be said to be alive, given his semi-phased state. If he is not willing to sell his technology, well, we have other means of acquiring this.
Well, what kind of other means are we talking here?
I do not see how that is relevant to this conversation.
I think they mean mind probes, Captain. Or torture.
Yes, yeah, that probably makes sense. You're right. It sounds like you already have a wonderful, well, you have a hunter that loves working for you or something. I suppose he was supposed to get you a Grand Faraniki or something. I don't know. I guess maybe he failed at that or something, but I would assume a hunter like him would have been able to find another one, but...
Yes, Razor has done commendable work for the Sahir embassy previously. If you had not interfered in his previous job, we would have gone to him with this directly. However, you did interfere. You outwitted him. We are willing to admit this.
Well, I understand. We are probably the best hunters in the galaxy, if we're being real here.
All three figures raise their hands at once.
Please do not misunderstand us. We understand that on one particular job, you were able to outperform Razor. We do not necessarily believe that this discredits everything he has done for us previously.
Oh, it doesn't discredit it. It just shows that we are better. Right, Razor?
Yeah, simply, he made it up to a certain level, and then he was bat down by the big boys. And that happens to the best of us. I mean, well, not the best of us.
But the Razors of us.
Yes.
I think I'm too stressed out to participate in this conversation.
It is not incomprehensible to the matriarch that the three of you may be superior to Razor. However, we do not yet know this for sure. That is why we are offering this job to both of you, whoever can complete it first.
And what is the pay?
Yeah, what are we talking about pay here? Is this going to be worth our time? We're actually in the middle of a vacation.
Which Razor here rudely interrupted.
The matriarch is offering payment of 8 credits and an upgrade to your ship's comms system to whoever can bring Polvanger to us first.
There's a sly smile that spreads over the three faces of these blindfolded humans.
Additionally, because I am personally curious in this matter, I am also willing to offer a bonus from my own personal funds. Once all parties in this room have left the planet Nightfall, should you be able to capture alive the other hunter on this job and bring them back to us, proving once and for all your true superiority, I would be willing to pay a small bonus, as well as be more than willing to discuss future exclusive contracts with the Sahir.
So, what you're saying is, you're challenging us to a hunt-off.
That is an excellent way to put it, Captain Crash Warden.
Captain, I'm already working on our team t-shirts.
Well, hold on a second. I think we need to have a huddle conversation.
Okay, I love team t-shirts, but I'm not as excited about this as you guys are. I don't know, guys.
Hang on one second. We'll be right back. And then I turn around and huddle with the other two of them.
Yeah, can we do a huddle?
Alright, guys, I wasn't on board at first. I was like, this seems kind of lame. But now that they turned it into kind of a gamble, I'm very excited.
It does sound kind of exciting, doesn't it? Prove we're the better hunters against... I mean, it's just Razor, am I right? He's kind of a joke.
Guys, I already have a brilliant strategy on how we take out Razor.
Is it hit him with a sleep dart?
I already did that once. I don't... He'd probably fall for it again. I mean, he seemed kind of stupid.
I don't think he will. I think we got really lucky last time. I don't think that was supposed to happen.
No, Garfield, I was thinking... I'll tell you later. But I have a really good plan.
Okay, he's got a really good play. And here's the thing. I do have another lead. The thing is, though, right? So it's a princess, which is good. Or a noble woman. But the only main problem is that she's kind of like part of a cult. So I'm not incredibly comfortable with it.
Do you think we could take both jobs at the same time?
No.
Double dip?
I think we go with one or the other. For now, at least. I mean, I have a terrible feeling about this whole thing.
Well, why don't we kick Razor's ass real quick? This job probably won't be that difficult, and Razor's gonna be super easy to capture. He's really, really prone to drugs. They knock him right out.
Oh my god. He's got a weakness to drugs, guys.
Tranquilizers are his ultimate weakness.
Yeah, the whole time. He's immune to bullets and lasers.
No, but they want him alive. Well, anyway, look, I think our best bet is to probably drug him, because I know it works. I definitely know he's not immune to drugs.
We know that for sure.
I think we could easily outsmart him. He seems pretty stupid.
We outsmarted him the first time. It was really easy.
I can hear everything you guys are saying. You're not gonna drug me again.
Honestly, am I sure that you're even going to remember this conversation after we leave here? You seemed a little dazed the last time we saw you. I just... forget I said anything. Don't worry. We're definitely not going to drug you. I wink at Cypher. All right. I think we can all agree that we're going to do this.
Yes. Yeah, we're doing this.
All right. I turn around. We accept.
Your acceptance is unnecessary. This is simply what the job offer is. You are free to choose to do it or not.
Well, we accept. So I suppose we'll give you a little bit of a head start, so that we don't just capture you right now.
Razor stands up from his chair. As soon as your hunk of junk leaves this planet's atmosphere, watch your back, 'cause I'm gonna be out there.
All right. Well, in the meantime, I'm actually thinking of going out to the bars. Any of you three want to join me?
Okay, you know what, Captain Crash, I gotta cut you off. I think, Razor was having his moment, and I kind of want to give it to him. We've given him a lot of shit this whole time.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. What were you saying, Razor?
I've said my piece. Watch your back.
Okay, well, the offer still stands. If you want to get a drink later, you know how to contact us.
He ignores you and turns back to the Sahir, the three humans, and the 9-foot-tall figure. What can you tell us about Polvenker? Then he turns back to you. Says, see, that's how a real hunter handles business. Actually asks the client about information of the target.
Yeah, we usually just wing it. It usually works. Pretty good.
Worked against you?
Yeah. We had a bad plan, too. It was not a good plan.
Yeah, but you were just that bad, Razor.
It's crazy what improvising could do.
Please save your shenanigans until after the meeting has adjourned. Thank you.
That was unprofessional, you're right.
What we can tell you about Polvenker is that his current location is unknown, though he is likely in one of two locations. He could either be aboard the Ghost's ship known as the Skeleton Key, or there is a research facility that the Ghosts use to advance their own interests. We believe that this research facility is on the ice planet Lithios, though we do not know exactly where on the planet this location might be. We cannot offer you any more information about Polvenker at this time. It will be up to your resourcefulness as hunters to locate him and bring him in alive. Should either of the parties here capture Polvenker, please bring him to the Sahir Embassy, located on Warren. We will meet you there and offer payment to whoever proves victorious, including the bonus offer.
We got it. I think we'll figure it out. Anyway, we'll see you later, Razor. Don't worry. Well, what's your favorite snack so we can have it ready for you at our, in our prison cell?
You want to know what my favorite snack is?
What's your favorite snack?
This dick.
It's gonna be your bones when I'm through with you.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna gnaw on your bones after I'm done
Wait.
eating your flesh and your meat and your organs.
What?
And the bones are all that's left.
Who the, what?
That's what I'm gonna do to the three of you.
Well, everybody loves salt and vinegar chips, so I'm just gonna get you some of those instead. How's that? Maybe some goldfish if they have them on sale. But, don't worry. We'll give you something, even a few bottles of water. I'll see you later.
Not if I see you later first. And he leaves.
Well, anyway, you guys want to catch a movie before we get started on this?
Yeah, I'd love to watch a movie.
What about you, Cypher?
Do you guys want to watch Barbenheimer?
Ooh, I heard that one was really good.
Oh, yes. Well, it's pretty long, though, isn't it? Isn't that
yeah, it's pretty long, and I kind of heard it's a weird pseudo-critique on feminism, but also, about, bombs? I don't know. It's a pretty weird movie.
That's the one where the blonde woman bombs the entire planet of Yatram, right?
I think that, that was what it was about.
Well, sounds good to me. Why don't we stop by and get some drinks first, and then we'll head on over.
It is still downtime, you guys. You got interrupted by this meeting, by this job offer, but it is still your downtime. So everybody still has one action left they can do for this period, and don't forget you can pay cred, pay 1 cred to do an additional downtime activity as well. So, what does everybody want to do? Let's start with Cypher. You guys depart, you leave the super fancy hotel, you decide what you're gonna do. Maybe stick together, maybe you go your separate ways, but what is Cypher gonna do with this next downtime activity?
I think Cypher's just gonna watch a ton of robot porn.
Sure.
Just gets a hotel room.
I think Cypher's gonna go back to the hotel and go to the workshop to try and fix their legs.
Yeah, because both of your legs are still damaged. So, yeah, if you want to try and do it yourself, you do have to take stress, or you can try and find someone to do it for you, including potentially your crewmates, but I don't know how good their rig is.
None, 0. In fact, if you could have negative, it would probably be that, actually.
Yeah, actually, this is, super bad, because, both Gorpheus and Cypher got injured, which would be the worst people to get injured. If Crash got injured, Gorpheus would be like, bro, I got you. But this is not ideal.
So I rolled a 6. What does that mean?
You rolled a 6. That means that you are going to start a 6-segment clock for recovery. You are going to mark 3 segments on that. You're going to clear your level 1 harm on one of your legs, but your level 2 harm on the other leg will persist until that healing clock is full.
If I were to spend a cred to make that a critical...
Yeah, that is just what I was about to say. You can always spend cred to increase the result of a downtime roll. So if you want to spend 1 cred to make that from a 6 to a critical, you can do that, and you'll go from 3 to 5 segments of that clock.
I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to spend a 2nd cred to heal myself again.
Excellent. So that's 2 total cred spent, and you'll make another rig check.
That was a 6. I shouldn't have spent that other cred, but worth it. My leg is fixed.
So you spend a couple days in the workshop busting out all your tools, and by the end of it, your legs are as good as new. And hey, you know what? You're an Urbot. Maybe they literally are new legs if you want them to be.
I think the one was too damaged. And so now it's like this silver leg that just does not match the shoddy paint job of the taxi robot. But the other one is like just kind of like you can see some new parts in it that are a little too shiny, but like it's still got that. It's mostly the same leg.
And as you walk out of the workshop, there's another Urbot like walking down the street, and as you walk past them, they like turn around and like lower their sunglasses to watch you walk past them.
Thanks, it's a new leg.
So Cypher's got a new leg, is looking like a million creds. Captain Crash has a downtime activity left.
Crash is gonna play laser tag. Form of training.
Okay.
Just in the spare room in the ship, he's playing laser tag online. VR laser tag.
Online laser tag? Oh my god.
Yeah, it's VR online, right? Laser tag.
Just with a bunch of 10-year-olds.
Yes, oh, absolutely.
Crash puts on the VR headset. When you put the headset on, what you see is like a 1980s laser tag arena, complete with like super cheap looking plastic, guns and like those vests that you would wear. And it looks cheap even though it's digital. And yeah, the room, the server that you are on is filled with just literal children. Crash, who is your rival?
Nikes the moneylender.
You see Nikes logs on to the laser tag server. And when the image flickers in, it's a 13-year-old girl, and she's like, well, look who it is.
What are you doing here? I thought I blocked you.
Sincerity.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it turned out that one of these losers that I loaned some creds to was like a hacker or something. And so I, forgave his debt if he could track your IP and let me know when you were on so that I could create a new account and log in and kick your ass again.
This is why nobody likes you. You're a snotty little brat, and I'm gonna kick your ass.
And in like big, bold, like neon lettering floating above you, it just goes, "Game begin." And both teams start shooting at each other just for fun. Give me an action roll to see how well you do against Nikes.
All right, well, obviously this is scrap. I'm going all out here against this 13-year-old girl. I'm gonna make sure she knows that I'm a fucking bounty hunter and have years of experience. If I can
hope
help
you
her.
fucking roll a 1, my dude.
Yeah, I know, it would have been really funny, but instead I rolled
really do.
double fives.
Can I use a hero point to make him reroll?
No. So the game is closer than it should be, considering you are an adult man playing laser tag in VR against children.
They're just so small. They're really good at hiding behind things. Like,
Not just an adult man. You're a professional bounty hunter.
it's very tiny targets. It's kind of unbelievable. They have a massive advantage, and then for some reason they give me this bulky vest that's bigger than the rest of them.
Should have paid for the premium skin. Nice.
Shouts
as she blasts you for some points for her team. It is neck and neck throughout the game, but finally you're crouching low, you round a corner, and you see Nikes standing over like one of your teammates as if to like put a bullet through their head, but it's laser tag. And so you stand up, you do like a diving John Woo leap with both pistols, and you get her right in the back of her sensor. And the big voiceover comes on again and says, "Green team wins."
Suck it!
Mike, what you said made way more sense, but I was just imagining him like seeing her running up, doing like a jump kick to knock her over, and then shooting her once he's standing over her, shooting her like 3 times to win.
It's online. It doesn't matter.
If that's the way that Crash
Yes.
wants to do it, then
Yes.
by all means, yeah, you do a diving drop kick on this little girl.
Suck it!
Shoot her while she's down. And Nikes, stamps her feet, hits her sides with her fists, and her avatar logs off. And you are victorious. And you can go ahead and mark 2 points on your prowess XP. I assume you're training prowess.
Oh, yeah. Laser tag.
Wonderful. That leads us to Gorpheus. Gorpheus, how are you going to top that? What is going to be your second downtime activity?
Well, I couldn't possibly top that. But I am going to meditate for my downtime activity so I can alleviate some of the massive stress I have in my life.
Yeah, you're feeling super stressed out, so you're trying to meditate as you hear from like the broom closet that acts as your VR room, Crash just going nuts in there.
I do real good with background noise, so this is kind of a win.
But you push all that out and you try and meditate. Is there a particular thing that you are trying to like meditate on?
Gorpheus is going to meditate on that princess that he ran into collecting the Way artifacts and the cult of the Seekers that she was a part of.
Very good. So you try meditating, maybe thinking over this encounter that you had with her, that you felt drawn to, as if the Way were pulling you towards that encounter. Clearly buying some crystal, a crystal like the one that you and the mendicants implant themselves with to channel the Way into healing magic, healing power. You replay that over and over in your mind, trying to like rewind it and fast forward and see it from different angles, trying to ingrain that into your mind. Go ahead and make your recovery check. That's not what it's called. Make your stress whatever check. So it'll be the lowest of your 3 defenses: insight, prowess, and the other one.
Insight! I rolled a 3.
A 3. So you are going to clear 3 stress from your meditations.
And because I have the center skill, when I meditate, I am able to take away an extra 1 plus stress.
Oh, so that'll be 4 stress then. And so you come out of your meditation, maybe not feeling totally cleansed, but there was something about focusing on that encounter with her. And you keep hearing her like final words to you, which were telling you that if you wish to explore this connection further, to come to Shemaya, the desert planet. And something about focusing on that helps you calm yourself, center yourself, reduce that stress.
I can spend another cred to do another downtime activity, can't I?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would like to meditate again.
Sure. Are you going to continue meditating about this experience, or Do you feel better about that now and want to turn your thoughts and your emotions towards something else?
Yeah, I think I feel better about that, and I didn't get any crazy psychic visions, so I'm pretty comfortable that there's nothing suspicious or crazy going on there. And I am going to meditate on the presence of the way that I experienced back on Akiti.
Yeah, because you also felt a disturbance in the way there when you were hunting the Grand Faraniki. Absolutely. So once again, you are going to roll that insight check.
Insight rolling. I rolled a 5 plus 1, 6.
So you're going to clear 6 more stress. How many does that leave you with?
The thing about that is, that takes me below the stress limit. It was 4. I lose 6. I'm -2.
Okay. So when you reduce more stress than you currently have, that means you overindulge. And a few things can happen when you overindulge in your vice. You can get lost, and you would have to play a new character for a little while until your Gorpheus comes back. I don't think that's what's gonna happen here.
No, not yet.
You can go into debt like Crash did.
It wouldn't make sense
After that job. Yeah, that wouldn't really make sense. But I think I know what you want to happen, and that's the special thing that comes with your center ability, right?
That is correct. I get to add dark visions as a possible overindulgence.
Yes. So you are going to have some dark visions about that presence, that disturbance in the way that you felt during the Grand Faraniki hunt. So you have this vision that is like all your senses at once. It smells like you're back on Akiti. It feels like you're back on Akiti. There's that humidity, that oppressive heat of the jungle that you suddenly feel wash over you as you're sitting on your, nice air-conditioned starship. And you feel that disturbance in the way again. It feels like a vibration almost. It's unpleasant. It's angry. Angry with you. Angry that you are here, Gorpheus. You look around and your friends, Crash and Cypher, are nowhere to be seen. You are lost in the jungle. And all around you, there's just those animal noises. Strange and high-pitched and guttural, and what was that? Was that the roar of a Grand Faraniki? And you feel these presences of animals moving in on you. What is your reaction?
Gorpheus freezes up a little at first, but starts scattering and just trying to get away from all these presences that are in his head, as it were. I'm trying to run in my brain, which if anyone's ever tried to run in a dream, it usually sucks. So I feel like that's where Gorpheus is right now.
So you try and scramble away from these animal presences. As you do, you feel them chasing you. And you feel that vibration, that angry vibration in the way grows stronger and stronger. And you have no choice but to lash out against it as it closes in on you. And when you do, you look around and you see a dozen animal corpses all around you. You look down and your crystal blade is in your hand, and it is dripping with alien blood. That vibration is pulsating ever and ever stronger, until it stops. And you see a man stepping into view. An old man. White beard, wrinkled face, hair pulled back and tied into like an elaborate bun. He's wearing strange robes, not terribly unlike your own, but different.
I look at the man. Master.
The man shakes his head at you. I am no master of yours. And he reaches to his belt where there is a metal tube that he pulls up, and he flicks a switch on it, and lightning crackles from the edge, stretching out from the tube as if it is the hilt of some kind of saber, and ends with a point. A point, not rounded. It ends with an actual blade tip. And the old man says, my students are responsible. My students know to maintain harmony. My students know to maintain vigilance. And as he shouts that, he impales that lightning blade into your chest. It sears with pain. Your eyes open, you're back on the ship, your vision is over.
All right. Oh no! Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I killed the animals. Oh, what? It's weird. I don't feel as stressed as I was, but I feel like I don't know.
Dorothy, is you okay?
Sometimes hallucinogens are just like that.
I kind of. No, I mean, yeah, I think I just gotta. I gotta. Do you guys want to watch Robot Wars?
Always.
Ooh. I love Beast and Robot Wars.
Do you guys want to watch 1 or 3? Everyone knows 2's crap, but
3's the best one.
I think 3 is overrated.
what? But it has the super cool race scene where they're flying across the galaxy, mano a mano.
I think they were trying to do too much. Like, they kind of just kept going. It was a lot. Like, I thought it was great when it was just wars, but now it's like, oh, we're gonna do races? Oh, we want to do a weird challenge?
Are you one of those weirdos who really likes 4?
Look, if you don't like the flamethrower scene, I'm not sure we can be friends anymore.
Okay, the flamethrower scene was great. But, like, come on. Like, the whole season, it just had a lot of, like, bogged down nonsense. That was not what I was here for.
So as you guys argue over which Robot Wars movie is best, we will fade out from that particular scene. Would anyone like to spend any more cred to do any additional downtime activities? There's some things that you haven't done, like starting a long-term project, reducing heat. You are still wanted in the Breck system. Reducing heat could be not a terrible idea. But it's up to you guys.
I'll spend a cred and start a long-term project working on the bike that we stole.
Sure, that classic bike that you stole from
Classic.
the
So
Echo
classic.
Wave Riders. Yeah, because it works right now, technically, but it is not in super great maintenance right now. So a long-term project to try and get that up in working condition. How this works is we're going to basically start a clock. You are going to tell me how you are working on this long-term project, what action skill you are going to try and use, And then you're gonna roll that action, and you'll mark some pips on a clock. And when all the segments of that clock are filled, your long-term project is done. So, what is the action that that Crash is gonna take to start this?
I feel like you could use some resolve checks to like get the right things. You could.
Yeah, this can be really open-ended. It's all on how you want to sell it. Sure, rig like seems like it would make the most sense, but you could try, socializing with people to like buy the parts, and like that could be something to.
Yeah, sure. Then let's try and use Cypher's good name as the greatest racer in the universe trademark to convince people to get me some better quality, cheaper parts, and give me some advice on what to do here, and like really kind of wander around the classic bike shows, and like pretend like I know more about stuff than I do, and just kind of bullshit my way into these conversations. They always want to talk to you anyway. You know how it is when you don't know that much about cars, and you meet somebody that's into cars.
I do know how it is to not know anything about cars.
And you ever find yourself accidentally swept up into a conversation?
What action skill are you using?
I'm gonna try and use sway.
Sure. Go ahead and roll sway for me.
Well, that would be a 6. Wow, we've had great rolls today, guys. Jeez.
Yeah, doing pretty good. So go ahead and start a 6-segment clock for me. And this will be repairing the classic hover bike. And you can go ahead and mark 3 segments on that clock. So you're halfway there as you spend that cred to, get premium pieces and schmooze with some dealers and some mechanics to get what you need, and you've made some pretty remarkable steps forward to getting this thing in true like racing shape.
I'm gonna also spend a cred to work on the hover bike.
Sure, joint effort. I don't see why you couldn't do that together.
I'm gonna try to rig to use some of those parts that the captain used.
Yeah, I don't see anything that says that a long-term project has to be like one specific character. And I think this makes sense for something that Crash and Cypher work on together. So definitely, go ahead and roll that rig check.
I too got a 6.
What?
Holy
A 1 and a
crap.
6.
While Gorpheus is freaking out about this vision, you guys are having like a full-on like montage. Like Crash brings in all the parts. Cypher gets hard at work, like actually implementing them and tweaking with the motor and everything.
Crash holds the flashlight.
Yeah, classic.
Gets grease on his face some reason anyway.
This is such a real experience.
You're like splashing each other with oil and like
Shut up.
whipping each other with the rags, and some like pop music plays in the background. Yeah.
Car wash montage.
Yeah,
With
there's
oil
some
instead of
bubbles
water.
for some reason.
There's some bubbles.
And that's 3 more segments on the clock, bringing it up to 6. Like I should have said 8. But I said 6. So you guys have a working order classic hover bike.
You guys did it. That was the fastest long-term project.
Well, after all of that hard work, I can't believe it. I feel like we've been working on this for months, but it's ready.
Really, Captain? To me, it felt like it was like 10 minutes. I love doing this. This was amazing.
It was a very extended, exciting 10 minutes of hard work.
Yeah. Good thing you had the idea to put up the camera for while we were working. We could make a really fun-looking montage with this.
Yes, perfect for our social media. The
Posted on Space Talk.
yes.
And so with a dark vision had and a hover bike repaired, does anybody have any more downtime activities they want to do? Keeping in mind that you can always spend cred during a job like a flashback to do like a flashback to a downtime activity. So there's no real rush, but just if anybody has anything in mind that they want to declare now, or do you guys want to decide what your next course of action is going to be?
Well, I think we obviously have to capture Razor and the guy, obviously the main target. But we should probably just focus on Razor first, get him out of the way.
It is so telling that is the first thing that comes to mind.
I had an idea, Captain. What if one of us pretends to get captured by a Razor?
You know, honestly, I was genuinely hoping you were going to suggest this, because I felt it would be irresponsible for me as the captain to suggest it. But it definitely crossed my mind.
Wait, guys, but who would be the one who gets captured?
Operation Damsel in Distress, featuring Gorpheus. End of episode.
Well, Nate's declared it. That is the end of the episode. If you want to find out what happens next time, listen to the next episode. It's super easy to do. You're already subscribed if you got this far. So please keep listening.
Just listen.
I need this so badly.
We really need this.
Thank you for listening to Escape the Dungeon. Escape the Dungeon is created by Dom Brass, Nate Brass, Zach Brass, and Mike Cripps, with editing and original music by Tyler Nate. If you enjoyed this show, please consider subscribing and leaving a 5-star review on your favorite podcast app. To find us on social media, go to escapethedungeonpod.com.